This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That
worked! Guiding your nostrils today.
Ew.
I thought I'd change it up Z.
Good evening, sir.
Grand setting.
Oh, Lord.
I figured I'd pull it out. It's been a while.
Yeah, how you doing, sir?
You know, it's been a week.
It has.
I'm hanging in there.
Do you have a Raptors quote for us today?
Of course not.
Oh,
I
shit.
forgot
We
to
went
get one.
outside shooting shit.
Yeah. We were shit shooting and
Absolutely.
I forgot.
Shat shooting.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I've been taking a little hiatus from my Raptors.
Well, you can't think of nothing out there.
They're a little hard.
Are they?
And sometimes I feel hard when I listen to them.
That's what he said.
Well, you know, in my spirit.
In your spirits.
Yeah. My spirit feels a little
hard.
Well,
terrible.
because they're
yes, sir.
They're just a little, you know, they're a little rough on the exterior.
I feel like this drink about to be strong with a C. Watch this.
Well, you made it. Not a sip take.
It wasn't too bad. I need a little something to cut it with, but it's whatever. No gym today. No gym.
I'm going to the gym.
Huh?
With or without you?
I can get you in there.
Okay.
I got a guest pass.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
So what's been on your mind?
This is a weird subject, but I figure fuck it, we talk about all kind of random shit.
That's true.
Whose fault is suicide?
Whose? Suicide.
Any person. For anybody who commits suicide, is it the person who commits suicide's fault? Or do you think it's the people that love and care about that person's fault?
Why don't you tell me how it would be someone else's fault?
Okay, this might actually be kind of serious. When I was in Iraq, I considered killing myself. And I normally don't talk about this, but I guess for the first time in the public setting, I'm going to talk about it. So I did get to a really dark place. I spent probably the first 9 months of the whole year by myself. Like I literally, because I was assigned to the night shift. So I literally worked, ate, lived by myself. Not lived by myself, but my experiences by myself. Drank by myself. Kill these Iraqis by my goddamn self. No, I was by myself for the most part for the first 9, maybe the first 6 months.
Okay.
And then I started kind of losing my sanity. And I actually took my gun out and considered killing myself. Like I took the gun out. And when you're in country, you're actually not supposed to have the clip in or anything. They call it clear and safe in the military.
Okay.
There's not, clear and safe means there's not one in the head, in the chamber, or in no clip. Okay. And I took my clip in and I cocked it back a few times and I put it into my head. I thought about shooting myself in the chest, and I decided not to.
Because you were by yourself?
Because I'm ready to go home. Or at least not be in Iraq. Sorry. I know killing myself is not going to take me home.
No, you said I'm going to go home, and I almost said, or I tried. And then I went, oh God, no, that's not the right. It's not the right moment for that one.
No. I wanted to, at the minimum, I wanted to hurt myself so I could go home, or kill myself and be done with this shit.
Yeah. Like there's that Family Guy episode where they shoot themselves in the foot. And then Stewie was like, that looks really painful. And he won't do it.
I hate you.
No, I'm serious.
I know.
Yeah. Military.
But no, I mean, I got to a point where I was like, I'm alone and I have nothing and I'm in the middle of nowhere. Nobody out here gives 2 fucks about me. Yeah. And I want to go home or I want to be done. And
that is a lot.
Well, I mean, I am.
Did you never see anybody?
Yeah, in passing. But when you spend 16 to 18 hours out of a 24-hour period in your own thoughts alone, it's lonely as a motherfucker. 16
to 18. Why is your shift that long?
Because I work nights and then I would go get something to eat.
Were you like sitting outside?
No, I was
standing guard?
No, I was in a call center by myself.
If anybody needed to help.
I was if I wasn't doing flight manifestations, then I was one of the first people, hey, alarm goes off, go wake everybody up.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
it's I
so was it just your shift?
Yeah. I think the shift had a lot to do with it. And I was the most junior person. So it was like, you're going to do this shitty job and everybody else is going to do the day shift. And so at night, it's a lot less people throughout the base doing stuff. Yeah. And so I would get up. I can't remember the hours, but I would get up and go get my food, ate by myself because I didn't know anybody. Go eat by myself.
Ate by myself, smoke by myself. Sorry. It's all that's popping in my head. Sorry.
So I would go get my food. And I will admit the DFAC, which is dining facility, something. I forgot what it stands for, but
we love a good acronym.
Yes, unfortunately, the military does. So I'll go get my food and I would eat by myself. The food was really good. So I'm not knocking the food, which is not the moral of the story, but I would get to good food and I would take my ass to go get on watch. So I'd be on watch and do that for, I think, 10 hours a day. Was it 10 hours a day? It might have been
16 to 18 seems like a long time.
It might have been 16 hours. Let me not embellish. It was between eating, washing my ass, and standing watch. It was about 16 hours a day by myself. Mm-hmm. Like, again, I speak to people in passing.
So did you never see any coworkers?
Yeah.
Like you're the only one in the call center?
Yeah. Once I sat my ass in the chair, I was it. It was turnover, which is you get the rundown of what happened during their shift. They say blah, 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 and then I'm sitting there by myself staring at a computer.
I'm fascinated by the fact that there's not two of you for an overnight shift, if for no other reason than somebody falls asleep.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So checks them out. I mean, I know that's not the point.
So, yeah.
So what do you think it was just the solitude, isolation?
I think so. It's very...
Are you a people person?
Yeah, but not really. I am, as in once I start talking to people, we could talk for days, hence the podcast. But if
the podcast,
but I'm not, as in I'm stuck in this dynamic of, because and I hate that people overuse this phrase, because I think that people who use it don't actually know what it means. But I'm an extroverted, was it extroverted introvert?
I'm the one that told you about that. Yes.
I've heard it before you, but yes, I'll you get credit today.
Oprah and RuPaul came
episode
up with
105. I'll give you credit.
You don't need to. There's another episode that I've already talked about this.
I know. I'm talking, this is episode 105. But I like to talk to people when I want to talk to people, but I'm stuck because when I'm quiet and I'm not talkative and I'm not in a bad mood or in feeling some type of way, people assume that something's wrong. Because I've built up this, like I had to go to alcohol classes when I got my second DUI, and my counselor / therapist said,
I don't think they're called alcohol classes.
I don't know what they're called, but whatever it was called.
Alcoholics Anonymous, I believe is what it's called.
No, I had to go to those too. So this is not the same thing.
So there might be alcohol classes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a military
What did you
thing.
learn?
I learned that I have
I meant in class.
I know.
What did you learn personally about yourself?
Don't drink and drive. Hey. No, I learned that I live life with a filter. And he explained to me that sometimes my filter pops.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes when I have alcohol, or when I get to talking real good, and then I
might have been recorded.
Yeah, that was several episodes, but yeah, I have a filter when I talk.
One
to people.
unreleased.
Never to see the light of day. It's really bad. But no, I have a filter when I talk. And it pops from time to time when I'm being like truly myself.
Okay.
And I think I'm myself on here. I don't think I'm out here faking and flogging, as the young folks say. But yeah, I have a filter.
Faking and flogging.
I think flogging means the same thing as faking. I just put them together.
Oh. It's
a younger generation. I don't know why. I think it's short for...
Flogging sounds like an old word.
I think it's a play on the word fraudulent, but with the accents and all that shit, it's flogging instead of frauding. I think. I don't know. It's like where boo came from.
Frauds.
Yeah. And then it kind of morphed into flagellant, fraud, even though the word is fraudulent. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like
well,
boo
most of it doesn't really make
sense. People say boo, but I've always thought, and I think I've done research, quote unquote. Boo comes from beau, my beau or my love. I think just slang and, kind of like the N-word came from Negro, from the color black.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Isn't that interesting though? That this word that I'm fascinated by stuff like that. Like that.
I am too. That's why
that
did the
word
research.
is so
The N-word or?
It was really just, they're black.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Hispanic people saying it.
Yeah.
So they said,
Negro?
They're Negro.
Yeah. Ooh,
and they went,
the N-word.
And the white folks went, we'll take that.
And make it the worst word in the history. But no, but yeah, so you want me to go back to the Iraq or you want me to go back to the no.
Soon as I wake up, keep an eye out for the snakes. Well, I think if our topic is
suicide,
taking thine own life.
Yes, sir.
Victim of suicide.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like solitary confinement is something that has been studied a lot for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Camera 2.
Camera 1.
Excuse me.
Well, I mean, do you think, have you had those feelings since then?
No.
Okay, sorry.
What? Did you not say yes? No.
No,
no.
I wasn't sure.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
It was a really dark time in my life, and not to get all morbid and shit. But I genuinely was going to take my life, and like the only thing that kept me the only thing that was like, nah, I don't do that, was because I had my oldest, and so because I only had one at the time, obviously. But I just was like,
friend, oldest friend,
my first kid.
Oh, child. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. I was just like, I got a kid that wants me to be here, so don't do that. But it was like,
hopefully,
this far away from like, I ain't gonna be here no more, or at least I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked that is because if I had done it, or people who have done it, do you think when they take their own life, is that their fault or the people who loves them's fault? Because I also made a song about it when I was trying to be an aspiring rapper. And I made a song called You Can Count on Me. And it talked about the fact that when people go through dark times, that sometimes they go through it and don't realize they have people in their corner, versus there are also some people who go through dark times who don't have anybody in their corner. Yeah. And for those that take their lives, even though they whether they know it or not, have a supporting cast, is that their fault? And this, like I said, this is probably a really dark, morbid episode, but when you take your own life,
so far,
I'm just saying, ain't no jokes out of this one. I'm
dark
sorry,
and morbid, and we've laughed about the last 10 minutes of it.
We're gonna laugh, goddammit, regardless. But is it? I mean, when you have a supporting cast, is it on you to be aware of it, or is it the people that are your supporting cast to make it known we got you, and don't do that? Not don't do that, but you know what I mean? Like, hey, if you need help, tell us. Is it my responsibility to reach out to get help, or is it the people that love and care about me's responsibility to see the signs and open up my eyes? I saw the sign.
Who sings it?
I have no fucking idea, but it's such a good song.
Ace of Base.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's white people?
Yeah.
I never knew that. I saw the signs and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. That's a dope ass song. But no, is it my job to reach out when I need help, or is it those around me to responsibility to recognize I need help?
Recognize.
You
better recognize.
Hey.
Well, I think the problem with that statement is you're assuming
yes, sir,
that people see the signs.
I know. That's the other catch.
Most people don't, because I don't think the signs are that obvious. I mean, Robin Williams is a perfect example.
I don't know, though, because we don't know what his circle saw.
What his circle saw?
You're so stupid. Equipment or realization?
I was thinking of the TV show.
Oh, I was talking about the actual circular saw.
I never watched it. People say it's good, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched this current season 5. I watched the first episode and a half. Yeah, I haven't watched the first 4.
Has it been on 5 years?
I didn't even know until somebody that was of interest within our field, which would be a customer / client. They're a participant in the show. And I said, let me see what this is about with that type of contestant. So I watched it and I was like, I'll tell you about it when we get done. But it's not bad. It's just not my cup of tea because it's like confined to stay in this.
Was it like a famous stripper?
No. Internet famous, not the world
An
famous.
internet famous stripper.
They got about 50,000 followers. I would say that's internet famous.
Okay.
Instagram famous. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
I'll show you their page later.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, so I think it's unfair to think that the people that love you are going to see that because I don't think the signs are. I don't think they're that obvious.
I agree with that.
Because usually the people that not every time,
right?
Camera one. The people that talk about it are not doing it.
No,
it's
you
the people that are
announce
not
I'm doing it.
Right.
You ain't doing it.
The people that are not talking about it, that's who you should be watching out for.
Right.
Keep an eye out for the snakes. You know,
the guys who shoot up schools is not announcing, I'm shooting up the school on next Thursday, the 32nd.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. 32nd.
I just meant, a fake day. But yeah.
Yeah. Of Octoberary.
Absolutely. On leap year. But do we need to work on maybe looking for the signs?
I don't think there are any.
At all?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think I have to agree with you because even if it's not suicide, but I think when people are going through mental health or whatever they're going through in their time, I don't think there's an announcement. And I don't think anybody really noticed that I was really like mentally fucked up during that time.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody was like, hey, you good?
Right.
And I could be wrong, but I don't think anybody.
And I don't think that's fair to put that on another person, your own feelings.
So maybe it's the person who attempts or is going to attempt suicide. Maybe it's on them to reach out.
I mean, I think you...
And fault might not be the right word.
So here, fault's probably not the right word. But
I'm sure it's not the right word.
We can use it anyway. Yeah. Like I know for me, I had a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And there were several of us that were all like friends.
Mm-hmm.
And we went, had dinner, hung out, big laughs.
Mm-hmm.
And we left. Mm-hmm. And then later on, they went on down.
They did the do?
They did it.
For real?
Yeah.
How'd they do it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't that close of a friend. It was a colleague like me.
No, it was so many years ago.
I'm just fucking with you.
It was so many years ago now. I think they took pills.
So they had like a good time shooting the shit, socializing, eating. Blah,
it wasn't the same day.
Oh.
But like my point being, like we all saw each other. We saw them. We're laughing, having a great time, dinner, blah, blah, blah. We go back
there were
to
no signs.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would have never known.
Have you ever considered it?
Yes.
All right, then you let me spill my little guts out and then laughed at me.
Well,
damn, you can share yours.
Well, mine was very close like yours. Like I had all the stuff set out. I had the plan all into place. Like I knew when my ex, then not my ex, but I knew like, he'll go to bed at this time. I'll go to bed at this time. And Chocolate Swirl actually randomly texted me that day and was like, hey, me and other friend, we're going to be in your area and we're going to stop by for a while. And we just, they didn't know. I didn't tell them. I told Chocolate Swirl years later, but they just happened to show up and we had fun, just laughing and talking with each other and blah, blah, blah. And so when they left, I was like, well, I went in the bathroom, put it all away. And I thought, well, I'll just.
So is it safe to say on a small scale, Chocolate Swirl saved your life?
Sure. I mean, I think that visit just, I think because I was ready, I had it all prepared mentally and everything. I think it was fortuitous.
Fortuitous. Hey, I know a couple of SAT words.
Fortuitous. It was fortuitous for him to show up. I mean, but I think it would have been, I mean, I think a phone call would have been the same. I think just his text being like, "Hey, what's up?" Probably for me, it was very illogical. Like all of my thoughts, looking back on it, were very illogical. Like, everybody would be better off without me. Nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
My relationship at the time, like I thought, he'll be so much better off without me.
Mm-hmm.
But mine was, I later discovered I had a sleep disorder. I
know about your sleep disorder. I mean,
my sleep disorder. I don't know if I've talked about it on here.
No, you
my sleep disorder.
But how does that tie into?
Listen, if you're not getting sleep, your brain is gone.
No, I'm just asking.
Which makes me wonder with yours. Like that's why when you first started talking about yours, I thought, I wonder, like, because third shift, like they try to warn people against third shift. Like
I'm a night owl, but
what I mean is in general, and I think a lot of it is that social difference.
Well, I think being not separated is not the right word, but whatever you would call void of interaction with, like a meaningful interaction with human beings for such a long period of time, and then being in a place where I'm like, I'm going to get blown up anyway. So what the fuck's the difference? But you been drinking? You got the hiccups? No, I just felt as though,
I don't know where the hiccup came from.
You want to sip?
It was like just a random hiccup.
I'm just fucking with you. No, it was just very lonely. And so, I don't knock. I used to talk before I went through my little suicidal episode, whatever you want to call it. I used to kind of, because there's been a few things that I used to make fun of as a kid. I was like, why the fuck would you kill yourself? God damn it. But I've come to realize I still make fun of shit.
Was that your little kid voice?
Yeah. I still make fun of shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm still an asshole and I'm still sexist as hell. But I've realized that some of the things that I made fun of as a kid are not as trivial as I thought they were. But I also think for myself, so I'll speak about me. I'll try not to speculate on other people. I think it was on me to get help. Sorry. I hate people.
No, sorry. I don't know why when you said speculate, all I wanted to say was speculators. Mount up. Sorry.
We're a motorcycle club now.
Sorry.
Instead of podcast.
Go for it.
No, I just had to realize, like, over the years, not last week, not in the moment. I had to realize, like, I probably should have said, yo, I'm thinking about killing my fucking self.
Yeah.
I need a break. Yeah. Not a break from the sandbox, obviously, because I'm in the sandbox. It is what it is. But maybe a break from the shift I'm working or, you know what I mean? Something along those lines.
Definitely.
And maybe that is where people who decide to take their own lives don't, I don't know. I mean, maybe they don't go, if I'm having these thoughts, maybe I need to reach out to somebody. And I do think that is people are going to get offended, whatever. I think that people who are considering it should do that. You should hit you should never take your own life, caveat. However, if you're going to do it, at least reach out to some people and get some help first.
Yeah.
I know that sounds fucked up. What I'm trying to say is...
What I thought you were going to say was, if you're going to do it right.
No.
I was like, please don't say that.
Hell no. No, what I'm saying is, because I've been a person who could like a whole gun, 9mm. I was ready.
Yeah.
It was a Beretta. Yeah. But and like I said, if I didn't have a kid, I'd probably been like, fuck this life. And been done. But then we wouldn't be here. 100 and...
Pew, pew.
Everybody gonna die. Or only I'm gonna die.
Just me today.
No, I do believe that if you've got to a point where you need to, fuck it, I'm done with this life. Cool. If that's what you feel. I'm not saying it's cool that you do it, but I can respect your mental fervor or decision to do it. But I think if you're going to do it, reach out to people and talk to some people first. But I guess my question is, I guess my question is,
Ricka remix.
Yes, absolutely. Why do you think people don't reach out?
Mine was my thoughts were just off the, like they didn't, looking back with a clearer head, my thoughts didn't make any sense.
Why do you say that?
Like, why would I think that somebody would be better off with me not being here? Like, that makes no sense to me now. Like, looking back on that, I'm like, that doesn't even make any, like, that's not even logical. Like, your life's going to be better because I'm not here. The fuck am I doing to your life?
Versus just breaking up.
What?
I'm saying instead of just leaving.
Oh, I mean, if I'm thinking you're better off without me, I should just leave.
Right.
Not die.
Right. But see, for my circumstances, I wasn't trying to kill myself to make other people's life better.
I'm just saying those were some of my thoughts. Those were just a few thoughts.
Oh, no, I wasn't being critical of your thought. I just, like, for my...
You were criticizing my thoughts.
No, I was saying...
Camera one side.
I was saying, what about those who feel as though maybe they don't feel your life would be better without me? What if they're considering suicide because they're going through something and they're like, I've had enough? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I really felt that way. Like, I was like, I have had enough. This is too much.
I'm done with this.
Yeah. And that's why I call my oldest my guardian angel, even though people don't, now they know it. But I call my oldest that in private to myself, but now people
in privacy.
In privacy.
In publicity.
Policy, whatever you call it. But no, but I think, I don't know. I think that people maybe consider it for a lot of reasons. Sometimes I think it's selfish, kind of like, and I don't think your reasons are selfish and I don't think mine are selfish, but I think, I'm not sure how to give an example of selfish reasons for suicide, but I think that sometimes a person could do it for selfish reasons. Would you be able to think of a reason?
Well, I mean, there are selfish reasons because they all revolve around you.
Do you think your thoughts resolved solely around you?
Yeah. Because I felt that I had the power
to alleviate
my family, my boyfriend at the time, my classmates, my friends, their lives would be so much better if I didn't exist. Mm-hmm. I mean, how narcissistic is that?
I don't know.
That I think that I have that much command over their lives. What I'm saying is, now in the moment I wasn't thinking that way.
Okay, gotcha.
Now looking back on it, I'm like, how narcissistic as fuck was that?
I don't even think now that was narcissistic, because my thoughts of killing myself was not. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong in somebody's
job.
No, I was like, this sucks. It wasn't a. I mean, that's minimalizing it, but I'm just saying I wasn't in Iraq like, I'm gonna take my life and fuck these people. It's all about me. It was like, I am fucked in my mind. I'm not saying that I was suffering, but I'm like, I'm suffering. This shit sucks. Yeah. Like, I'm alone and nobody gives a fuck about me. Yeah. But that doesn't mean people didn't. I mean, the people in Iraq probably didn't give a shit, but I'm just saying people back in the States.
Well, they were counting on you.
Oh, counting on me. I'm sorry. I thought you said counting me out. I'm like, thanks, buddy. So,
you just assume I'm shitting.
All the time.
Genuine compliments, be damned.
No, I don't think you ever complimented me, but that's fine.
It's been documented.
Reference, what episode?
Camera one will find it for me.
Episode 42. 60 plus episodes ago. No, I'm just playing. But I don't think my thoughts were narcissistic. I could be wrong, and would you?
Yes.
From what really? Why you say that?
Well, no, you were just like, fuck this job.
I definitely wasn't fuck this job because I stayed in for another 3 years.
Well, in the moment, you were like, I don't like my job. I don't like this shift. Bye, bitches.
I've disliked the job and walked off. It's documented, sir.
Say what?
I've disliked the job and walked off. It's documented.
Well, you couldn't just walk off of Iraq.
Fuck no.
So, I mean, there was a little difference.
Well, no, that shit sucked. Not the job, just where I was and the circumstances, et cetera, et cetera.
I don't like this life. Bye.
So is that the same thing?
Well, some people say it's selfish because you're not considering that the other people that love you would be devastated that you were gone.
I agree with that, but...
Like, I have a friend, their spouse doesn't want to go to certain places because their parent was a victim of suicide when they were a kid.
Are the places they want to go
places that they remember with their parent,
but they're not the place where the parent killed themselves?
30 years ago.
Is it? They're not the places where the parent killed themselves?
No, just memories with the parent. I mean, like, still to this day, is like, nah.
I don't want to be insensitive, but that's unfair. Only because
to the place. Who is it unfair to?
To the person that wants to go there with the child of the parent who committed the suicide.
Why does that matter?
Why does what matter?
If I'm like, I really want to go to this pad thai restaurant, and you're like, no, I have a memory there, and I don't really want to go.
That's
okay,
unfair.
cool. We'll go to this other pad thai restaurant.
Yeah, but you got to get to a point. I'm sure the parent went to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, all these other fast food. Like I
think it's a little more specific than that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I mean, I'm not saying she's like, I can't touch a white door because
that's what
Daddy had a white door.
Like,
no,
like I don't want to hear that.
No, shit. I meant like,
like significant places. I still think that's unfair.
To who?
To the person who wants to go with that person.
Why do you want to go there? If you said, let's go hang out, and I go, okay, great, we're going to go to this bar, and I'm like, oh, I'm not really a bar person.
Oh, you're not talking about other countries?
I'm now being...
Are you talking about other countries or like in the States?
Like, I don't want to go to Ralph's.
Oh, well, fuck Ralph's. I thought you meant like going to like vacation places. I'm sorry. No, I did.
What about what I said made you think that?
Because who's talking about little...
Okay, let's say a certain beach. I went with my dad
Pismo
every
Beach.
year to...
We live close to Pismo. Let's go. Let's say Pismo Beach.
Kilimanjaro.
I think it's Mount Kilimanjaro, but go ahead.
Well,
I know, just fucking with you.
You're mad because you can't go to Kilimanjaro? Like, who cares?
Okay, well, let me ask you
Go
this.
without me.
Would you get tired of being your partner declining not all places?
No, because once you tell me I don't want to go there, okay, cool. I'm never going to ask you to go there again.
But do you get a list?
If you change your mind later, oh my God, is there a list?
I don't know.
I'm thinking like 4 places. I can't remember 4 places
out of the whole world. I'm not tripping off. I thought you meant like maybe a list of 10 places. That's... What if it's all local places though?
It is.
As long as they're not franchises, it's whatever.
Who cares?
I mean, I want to be able to go to some places.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I've been involved with a person or two that has said, hey.
Or 3.
I didn't say all that.
Or 4.
But I've had a young lady say, hey, I don't want to go there because you went there with such and such.
Valid.
But my thing is, and you
didn't think I was going to say that, did you?
I didn't. But since you said it, I did have a retort to all of that. On the other hand, if a person says, hey, I'm just going to make up Michael's bar. They say, hey, I don't want to go to Michael's bar because I know you was there with your ex. Fine. But then all jokes aside, we've also been to all these franchises. So we're never to go to any of these fast food places? That's the
best.
What's
the joke?
Huh?
What's the joke? You said all jokes aside. What's the joke?
No, as in, as another way to say, I'm being serious. I hate you.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, what's the difference between saying you and Jessica used to go to Baskin Robbins every Friday versus any other franchise? It's still a place.
We're not going every Friday.
But if we're not going every Friday anyway, who gives a shit? Don't be looking at Gabby. I see you, asshole.
I'm looking for logic wherever I may find it.
What I'm saying is, what's the difference between a local
Here's
spot
my thing. Let's say,
and a franchise?
Let's say that you and Jessica dated for 4 years.
Okay.
And your anniversary, every year you ate at Ruby Tuesdays.
Okay.
I will burn that building down before we go to Ruby Tuesdays.
I'm not taking you to my anniversry spot. What I'm saying is, no, I get that.
Do you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah,
like
that's understandable. What I'm saying is, if we remove Ruby Tuesdays. Me and Jessica used to go to Ruby Tuesdays. What is the difference minus the anniversary? Because not every place we went to is our anniversary.
I'm just saying that.
Oh, okay.
Like you're saying, me and Genevieve went every Friday night.
How many bitches I've been with?
Well, because Jessica was your.
Oh, right. Oh, that's my Genevieve, my new boo. Okay, got you.
But let's say you and Genevieve every Friday night y'all went to eat and then Baskin Robbins ice cream.
Okay.
That's not going to be our date night.
Well, duh. But
I'm not saying we can't ever go to Baskin Robbins.
But not regularly.
But on our date night, we're not going to have a meal and then go to Baskin Robbins. Because in my mind, not only is that now a memory that I don't even have because I know that's where you and Genevieve went.
No, Jessica, because Genevieve's the new boo.
Jessica's
the old boo.
But you and Jessica went there every Friday night. Like, we can go there on Thursday.
But what I'm saying is...
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, to me, if it's not an anniversary place, what is the difference between... Only because there's a limited amount of franchises, what is the difference between this franchise, minus the anniversary? What's the difference between that location and... I'm just saying McDonald's because that's the biggest franchise we know of. And McDonald's. If we used to go get nuggets and I got a Big Mac and she got nuggets with barbecue sauce and I got extra secret sauce on my Big Mac, isn't that still memorable?
I bet you did get extra secret sauce.
You got extra sauce for your Big Mac, boo? But you know what I mean? What is genuinely the difference?
Well, I think the difference is special.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, I said Ruby Tuesdays because I don't like
Ruby
Ruby Tuesdays.
I don't. Sucks. Why do they suck so bad? They got the unlimited salad bar.
Thanks for your sponsorship.
I mean, if you'll sponsor us, it's amazing.
So I don't
but
like
right
Ruby
now
Tuesdays.
It sucks. Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. I don't care. That would be a restaurant that I could throw off.
They're closing down anyway. Most of them around here.
Shit on them.
On the Southwest coast. No?
East side.
Don't be talking about me, Gabby. Southwest coast, like I said, cuz.
But I mean, like, I'm trying to think of like an expensive restaurant. Like
a Ruth Chris?
Sure.
I love Ruth Chris.
If that's where you went on your anniversary.
Gabby!
I don't.
Do you need a microphone? Yes, we can hear you, ma'am. You don't like Ruth Chris?
It's regular. I know that's right. I know that's right.
It's regular?
It's regular.
A $60 steak is regular.
No, you paying $60.
Thank you for listening.
But let's say Ruth Chris.
Yeah, we're going to talk after this episode.
Let's say Ruth Chris.
Yes, sir.
If that was you and Jessica's anniversary restaurant.
Oh, that's different because it's a fancy, it's distinctive.
Bitch, we ain't going.
Of course not.
First of all, we ain't going because I ain't going.
You ain't paying $60 for those steak.
I'm not letting you pay $60 for a steak.
So you start dating a man who got some money. What your girl say on Waist Deep with Tyrese and Megan Good? She say, he wants to spend some money. You ain't gonna let that nigga spend some money? I mean, that gentleman spend some money.
Famously, if the mortgage is getting paid, I'm not going to be like, don't block my blessing.
And what else you say? You say, he don't pay my bills, don't pay him no mind. But if he pay them bills, you gonna pay him
he
some
can
mind.
Pay my mind.
Oh, pay him no business. Oh, what? Pay him no mind?
Unless they paying you bills, pay them bitches
there
no
you
mind.
go, yes. If he paying the bills, pay his ass a mind, right?
He could get a mind.
Absolutamente.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not that way. But no offense.
So he says, camera two.
No, I don't. I think that would be weird because I'm not a spender in that way.
I know.
So I don't know if I could even date a spender.
I think you could as long as they were a wise spender.
I might be like, listen.
No, I mean, if they did like a once a month, a nice $100 meal, but he saves towards it and bills don't go by the wayside. Your eye twitching like fuck. It was twitching before this topic, but it adds to the nuance of the topic. You're like, no, don't spend no much money.
No, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
For frivolousness.
A good meal.
It's not. It's regular.
Only Gabby says it's regular.
I listen, I've told you, I don't know if I've told you on here, but when I lived in another state.
It's your house. Turn that shit on. Turn that shit on. It's your house. Turn it on. You're good. We've already announced this on anyway, so turn it on. Nosey Good Intentions. Petty is in the background, turning on a coffee maker. Turn that shit on. Air fryer. Hey.
Does it make a lot of noise?
Hell no. Turn the shit on. I got the gate. I got the noise gate. What you putting in there? Can I have some? Hey, you want some?
We're going to eat.
We can eat for free right there. Wow, y'all done got bougie on your boy. It's cool. Suicide, kill yourself 2 times, bang bang. Oh, so it's a limited access chicken fries.
Didn't you bring some water?
Yeah. I hate both y'all. Anyway, how the hell does this tie into suicide?
It doesn't.
Oh, how do we get back to suicide? We don't.
You said suicide, bang, bang, kill yourself.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So, speaking of suicide.
And I said, did you want any water? No, but I mean, my thing is like when I lived in another state once upon a time, and the people that we knew that we were sort of half living with, whatever, they always wanted to go to these expensive ass restaurants. And I'm like, this food is not good.
No, I'm not paying money for shitty food. Wow.
So, beep, 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 no, beep. I didn't know she beeped.
Beep, 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 beep.
But no,
I give you a hard time, beep, beep.
But no, I do think that that's normal to be like, I don't want to go there.
I do too. All I'm saying is,
but if I'm like, you and your ex went to movies, we're never going to the movies.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be a little crazy.
See?
But if you were like every week we went here for our date night.
All right.
Let's not go there for our date night.
Of course.
Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, you don't want to sit around for a reminder. Yeah.
If you
I think that's to go back to the reminder, get your ass back with your ex. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
That's all I was saying.
Okay. I have no idea how we got here from suicide. I'm totally lost.
Well, it's
water.
It's one of those things where I feel like with suicide, it tends to be
what?
It tends to be the people that aren't really talking about it. So it would be unfair to say you, loved ones, need to recognize signs that I think the signs are different in anybody. Like, I think there are some signs, quote unquote, like, but I know for me, like, I'm an extroverted introvert.
You too?
I need my battery to recharge. And so like one of the signals or signs is withdrawing from social activity. Mm-hmm. I need to do that every once in a while.
Okay.
You know, like I need to like sit by myself.
Okay.
It may be 10 minutes. It may be an hour. Okay. It may be a day. Yeah. But I need that time to recharge my battery. So if you saw me do that and you're like, he's retreating, that's not going to make sense for me. But somebody else, if they take 2 days off and like to themselves, they might really be plotting and flogging. What was it?
Faking and flogging.
Flaking and flogging.
I hate flogging. It sounds so stupid. I think it's frauding, but people fuck the word up.
Yeah.
But I do agree with that, and I understand that. For myself, I guess I don't know if I projected signs of I'm about to kill myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is too much for me. I'm being overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But
you probably didn't.
You don't think so? I'm just asking.
Who would you have done it to?
Hell, I don't know, because I talked.
So even if you had symptoms, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound?
If you kill yourself and nobody sees it, did you kill yourself? Like, I don't know. Hell. No, I mean, I told my LPO and I was like, yo, this shit sucks. I didn't say, yo, this shit sucks. But I was like,
I wish you would have.
I should have Bernarded his ass. He's a dickhead to this day. But I was like, can I rotate a little bit and work a little first? No, we've got the people set for first and second. I'm like, this is some bullshit. And I was struggling. Like, I was really struggling to maintain. And the motherfuckers didn't care. And I think if I had killed myself, the people in country probably wouldn't have given a shit. But at the same time, I think that, I will.
They'd be like, damn, we lost our third shift.
Yes, fuck. We got to find somebody to fill the third shift. But I think that the people that...
That sounds very like the military.
Of course. Next man up.
Yeah.
But I do think... It's like football, next man up. But I do think the people that cared about me back here would have obviously been distraught. I would hope they were distraught and heartbroken, blah, blah, blah. But I think that would have, Now that you've said it, I don't think it's a narcissistic thing, but I do think it might have been a selfish thing to not think about those who have to deal with the aftermath of me taking my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a narcissistic thing, but maybe it's a inconsiderate thing. It's not as extreme as narcissism, but
that motherfucker's selfish right there.
Like a motherfucker. He don't give a fuck about nobody. But I do think it might have been a selfish thing, but not a narcissistic thing.
Yeah.
Because when you tap out and you kill yourself,
tap out.
Tapped all the way
tap out. You can't tap back in.
Fuck no. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah, it tends to be permanent.
That's it. Tends to be permanent. Absolutely. Ooh.
I mean, just stating facts. You know,
I just said tends to be permanent. Hey.
Just saying.
So am I. Hey, but so was it? I mean, because that's the other thing. Suicide is so final. It has a lot.
Deadly.
You know what the fuck I mean?
Lethal.
Asshole. It's just very permanent. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah.
You can't change your mind.
Dead as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I wish that was the name of this episode. Dead as a mofo. But I mean, once it's done, and that's
yes.
Stop fucking laughing.
Final.
You make us seem very insensitive.
The grand finale. The end.
What I'm saying is the finality of suicide.
Oh God, let me tell you about this. Okay,
so shit.
So this guy that I went to high school with, he was a year younger than me. Anyway, he was having those thoughts. And he like shot his face off.
The fuck?
He lived. He's still alive now. They had to do like reconstructive surgery.
What's his face look like?
It's constructed. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, he has a built-on face. Like he sort of ish resembles like what he looked like pre what?
Pre-face shot off?
It looks like plastic surgery. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it looks very surgical. It looks very like constructed.
It looks real shot off.
But yeah, he did. And like it just.
Did he miss?
Yeah.
Oh, he did miss?
Yeah.
That's not sexy.
No, not sexy. That's
Can't what you don't look at
that. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So it's not. He knows sexy. He know.
A little unpretty. Yeah, but he lived.
Clearly, not for the best.
Well, I mean,
and he
has a job.
His own shot off.
It is.
Damn.
But they put it back. I mean, it's pretty good.
You said they put it
back. They built it back on.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like they built him a face.
The fuck? They shot that nigga's face off and put it back on?
Yeah. Yeah. It looked bad for a long time. Now it's settled, you know. No, I mean, you know, it's settled back
Kirk,
in.
not while you're ahead. You just adding fuel to the fire. Just shot his face off. It's cool.
He did.
His face is real great.
He did.
He's ahead of the game.
Two-faced.
Hallelujah.
Face off.
That's all I can
think about. Isn't that a
movie? Yes. Yeah. Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. That's a fire-ass movie.
I've never seen it.
You never... I'm sick of your tomfoolery.
Shenanigans.
Yes. Absolutely. So why did he shoot his face off? Did he ever say?
Our girl broke up with him. But you know what I'm saying? Like we were teenagers and that was like devastating to him and he didn't think he had any friends and he didn't, you know, all those same thoughts.
Sir,
all those same thoughts.
There is no woman on this entire earth that I will kill myself on purpose for.
Yeah. Would you kill her?
Hell no.
Like before you killed yourself.
I'm not doing either.
If you were like, I might kill myself, I'll just kill her.
No, I'm just gonna get up and leave. The fuck, I'm gonna kill her or myself?
No, I'm saying like if you're in that mindset of my last two choices
Gabby's in my plate.
No, that is not your plate.
Damn, don't be so. Why you so negative? I thought I had some chicken fries.
Didn't you have bottles of water?
We're not going to the gym. We're gonna eat though. You got. I get to try.
You see what he does to me? He told me I was fattening up, and now he's not going to go to the gym.
Got some sausages?
Why don't you step off?
Oh shit! What is this, Russian?
Camera one.
Don't lie. Ew, hell no. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, got me some chicken fries. What's wrong with all these? I want to get my salmon. Oh, thank you. The fuck? I'm about to fall over dead while you like, hey, can you say motherfucker? We're good. You know what?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
It's good, though.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. It looks good.
You mean the queen of chicken patties? Frozen chicken patties?
Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah.
I thought you were like doing like a Burger King, Burger Queen.
All right, Mary J.
With fresh lettuce and pickle.
Hot mess. Mm-hmm.
She got paid for it.
I would too. You can't sell her if nobody trying to buy. She sold out. Somebody bought.
Yeah.
You're a hot mess. Is that all we got?
I am the hot mess in this episode.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you made fun of me. It's the norm. Huh? Let's get the fuck out of here.
No, all I was going to say was, no, I felt bad for him because, I mean, you know.
Face shut off. A little shut off face. Somebody laughing and choking to death, Gabby. You want a little shout out?
Sorry, when the first time you said that, all I could think of was buzz off.
Busting off ain't never took nobody's face off. I hope. I don't know. I've never bust off and shot off somebody's face.
On?
You have shot on a face. I think that's disrespectful.
Is it?
Yeah,
if they tell you to?
Yeah, but I was weird about it. I've only done it once in my whole life.
Why were you weird about it?
It's degrading, in my opinion.
Was it?
Not in the moment, but I've always considered it degrading. And then I complied and I still found it degrading.
Okay. Was it degrading for you?
No, I think it's degrading to a woman.
Okay.
No, I guess because in adult films, porn, it just looks degrading. It's like, got you, B word, and
I just thought they were really nice about it.
Shut the hell up. That's how they're acting. Oh, that smell like pizza. It don't smell like pizza? What you thought I said?
It smells like breading.
It smells like pizza. Like tomato sauce and mozzarella.
Okay. I don't smell that.
That's fine. COVID. For what? But no, I just think that busting off on somebody's face is just disrespectful.
I mean, I could understand like, because if you're just doing something to someone else without them asking for it seems a little dissy. But if they're like, I'm into that.
I'm willing to comply to whatever she is into. But even when the one time I was able to do it, because I got to kiss your face. I don't want to kiss residual bus off. I don't want to kiss where the bus off was. I want to kiss you. I don't want to bust off on them lips.
So you're that person.
Yeah, I'm a pussy. It is what it is. I'm mushy.
Mushy?
I'm like mushy, like sentimental. I talk shit and I'm sexist, but I'm mushy.
Is that sentimental?
Kissing? Yeah, I think being affectionate and lovey-dovey is sentimental. No? Why you look lost?
Because I thought we were
Subject
talking
number 2.
Well, I thought we were talking about you. Like some people are like, "Oh, we've had oral sex. I can't kiss you."
No, I'm not that person.
I
know.
You sort of are.
No.
Buzz off.
If you serve me, I'm going to serve you and we good. I'm not going to, you can, take a deep breath and maybe swash it around a little bit first. But we ain't be just kissing in the mouth right away. No. Give about, a good minute and a half.
You're just going to make her sit there.
No.
For a minute and a half.
45. At least get a good swashing around. I'm not going to bust off in your mouth and we going to tonguing. No. Thank you. I don't think no woman would be like, oh, he said he tongued me in the mouth.
She said that's funny.
It's funny.
That's weird.
What's weird?
Like someone does something nice for you and you're like, swish it around, bitch, and then I'll kiss you.
I've never said that.
That's what you just said.
Hold on. Gabby, from where you standing at? I'm not asking if you've ever done this. I'm just saying conceptually.
Hypothetically?
I don't want to know because you're my sister. If a guy, I'm not saying you have done it. I'm not saying you didn't do it.
Isn't there a song
Well,
with sister, you're my sister, I'm your sister, whatever?
It ain't two dudes. It ain't a guy and a girl. It's two sisters or two females. So
I think it's like a high five song.
It sounds like that Moulin Rouge song.
What?
It's a Moulin Rouge song.
Is it from The Color Purple? Yeah. My sister, my friend.
Whatever. The question is,
Fuck
so
my life.
if hypothetically, if a guy, this feels weird even asking this shit. If a guy finishes in your mouth and he offers to tongue you down immediately, you wouldn't be like, what the fuck you doing? Exactly. You start laughing. You'd be cool with it. You'd be like, yes, daddy. Mwah. See? That's my point. Even the most women would be like, what the fuck? Hell
I mean,
no.
I'm not saying attack her.
Okay, then.
I'm just saying, like, let's say the moment is done and they come up for a kiss.
Yeah, we can kiss on
You're
the
not going to
lips.
be like, swish.
No.
Swish, swish, bish.
No, we kiss on the lips, but we're not going to tongue it down.
Why not?
Because my nut is in her mouth. That's why. What the fuck you mean? No, that's weird. Even though I'm asking her to do it. But I don't... it's sexist as fuck. I've told you. If she...
But you're going down there.
I know that's what I'm about to say. If she comes on my face and she wants to kiss me, I'm going to be like, no.
But you are.
But I have a projectile. She doesn't. Thank you. I ain't never had that.
Nosey with good intentions
Thank
at
you. Close this
gmail.com.
nasty shit out. You're a pervert.
There is a suicide hotline if you are...
What is the number? I'll just
having any of the... I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Fuck.
Google. Suicide hotline. There's a national number.
Nobody's checking to us.
It
to listen to
is
suicide.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and 366 on a leap year.
Okay. I didn't know where the hell he was going with that.
They're open every day. 24 hours a day.
I'll just say, if you do have thoughts of suicide, we've told our stories. Please, if you're having it when you listen to this, go get some help. Because the people that love you don't get the signs. They don't perceive the signs, excuse me. Is that fair?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was just waiting. I was just waiting on mine. I was just waiting.
I'm going to shut up now.
No, you're good. If you are dating someone and they don't want to kiss you, you should probably find someone else. So, those are good intentions at gmail.com. We could probably find you someone. You can send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Hope you're having a good day. We're having a little technical difficulties with our lighting system. We're just tricking your eyes.
Flicky.
We also have here on YouTube, Hi Camera One. We didn't really talk to you today because it was a serious topic, as you can tell. We
started off top serious.
Made sure that we were well intoxicated for this episode. So you could subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every week when we upload a new video on Tuesday at 11:30 p.m. every week. You may have heard a voice in the background. That was our Petty sister, Petty with good intentions. Also, make sure you check out her. She has made a triumphant return as of now.
When you hear this episode,
there will be fun, sporadic episodes randomly poised in your life. Just be ready for our surprise drops. It's the new format, surprise drops.
Absolutely.
We also have a TikTok, Nosey Podcast.
I don't know. It's scrolling.
We haven't done anything on it, but maybe you never know. Sporadic drops.
Gabby, help us out with that.
Fun stuff to come randomly. Whenever we feel like it. We also have Snapchat. If you have Michael's number, it's whatever you have his name saved as. I forgot where we're at, but you could change it to bus off.
On your face.
No kissing.
No kissing. I would love to know how many people.
Or it will come up on Nosey Podcast. As Nosey Podcast, right? Nosey Podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, Nosey Good. If you're feeling froggy, we're there.
Leap.
If you're listening on a podcast app, hi, how are you? Please rate us and subscribe, obviously. Those rates and reviews, I'm learning more and more, are important. So please take a couple of minutes out of your day and rate and review us. We'd appreciate it. All the stars.
So serious.
Well, you know, it's a serious.
It started off mildly serious.
It's, you know, who doesn't love a good bus off?
Thank you for listening to our Nosey Nonsense.
See you next time.
Hey.